Most Christians don't realize this. You can sit in church every week, sing every song, say every prayer, and still be standing on the wrong side of God, not because you rejected Him, but because you were never told the truth. There is one verse buried in plain sight that exposes this deception so clearly that once you see it, you can never go back. And here's what's terrifying. Most churches will never talk about it, not directly, not honestly, because if they did, everything would change. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to see something that might shake everything you've believed about your faith. The comfortable lie. There's a version of Christianity being preached today. A version that feels good, safe, comfortable. A version where God understands your compromises, where holiness is optional, where obedience is too extreme, and slowly, without realizing it. Many believers have accepted a silent agreement. I'll follow God, but I won't let go of the world. And no one challenges it, no one confronts it. But there is one verse that completely destroys this illusion. And when you hear it, you'll understand why it's rarely preached. The verse that changes everything. Here it is. No build-up, no delay. Listen carefully. James 4:4. Adulterers and adulteresses, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Whoever therefore wants to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. Read that again. Not weak language, not symbolic, direct, brutal, clear. And if you truly understand what this means, you'll realize something deeply uncomfortable. This verse isn't talking about them. It's talking about many people sitting in churches today. Why this verse is avoided? Why don't you hear this preached often? Because this verse forces a line most modern churches don't want to draw. It doesn't allow compromise. It doesn't allow dual identity. It doesn't allow half-in, half-out Christianity. It says something radical. You cannot be close to the world and close to God at the same time, and that truth is dangerous in a culture built on comfort. The real meaning of friendship with the world. Now here's where most people misunderstand. Friendship with the world doesn't just mean obvious sin. It's deeper than that. It's alignment, agreement, affection. It means adopting the values, desires, and mindset of a system that operates without God. And here's the trap. You can do that while still calling yourself a Christian. The hidden shift in modern churches. Something has changed, not overnight, but gradually. Messages shifted from deny yourself to discover yourself, from pick up your cross to chase your dreams, from be set apart to be accepted. And it sounds harmless, but it's not, because it replaces transformation with affirmation. The word enmity that no one talks about. Let's focus on one word from that verse. Enmity. Not distance, not weakness, not struggle. Enmity means hostility, opposition, war. James isn't saying you'll be less close to God. He's saying you'll be positioned against Him. That changes everything. The most dangerous place to be. The most dangerous place isn't atheism. It's not rebellion. It's not open sin. It's deception, thinking you're right with God while living in alignment with the world. That's where this verse hits hardest, because it exposes what feels safe, but isn't. The double life problem. Many believers today live a double life. Church on Sunday, world Monday to Saturday, worship with lips, compromise with lifestyle. And the scary part, it feels normal, but according to James, it's spiritual adultery. What is spiritual adultery? Why does James use such strong language, adultery? Because God doesn't see your faith as casual. He sees it as covenant, relationship, commitment. So when your heart is divided, it's not just inconsistency, it's betrayal. The system you didn't notice. The world isn't just bad behavior, it's a system, a way of thinking, a way of valuing things, success, status, approval, pleasure, and, if you're not careful, you start measuring your life the same way, even inside the church. When the church starts looking like the world, here's where it gets uncomfortable. What happens when the church starts looking exactly like the world? Same priorities, same definitions of success, same obsession with image. At that point, who is influencing who? The normalization of compromise. Compromise rarely feels like rebellion. It feels like just this once. It's not that serious. Everyone else is doing it. And slowly, standards fade, conviction weakens, and truth becomes flexible. The silent drift. No one wakes up one day and decides, I'm going to become an enemy of God. It happens slowly, quietly, a drift, one compromise at a time, until one day, you don't even recognize where you are. The role of false comfort is one of the most powerful tools of deception, because it removes urgency, it dulls conviction, it makes you feel safe, even when you're not. And that's exactly why this verse feels so sharp, why this message feels offensive. If this message feels intense, good. It's supposed to. Truth confronts, truth exposes, truth doesn't always comfort, and that's why many avoid it. The real question you must face, not, do I go to church? Not, do I believe in God? But, where does my allegiance truly lie? That's the question James forces. The illusion of balance. Many people believe they can balance both worlds, a little of God, a little of the world. But James destroys that idea completely. There is no balance, only alignment. The cost of ignoring this verse. Ignoring this truth doesn't remove it, it just delays the consequences, because reality doesn't change based on comfort, it stays the same. The turning point. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You can ignore this, explain it away, or confront it, because what comes next is even more challenging. What true separation really looks like. Separation doesn't mean isolation. It means distinction. You live in the world, but you don't think like it. You don't follow its values. You don't seek its approval. The pressure to fit in the world rewards conformity and punishes difference. So choosing God fully will cost you something, and that's where many hesitate. The fear of rejection. One of the biggest reasons people compromise is fear. Fear of losing relationships, opportunities, acceptance. But here's the question. What is that worth compared to your relationship with God? The hidden idols. Sometimes friendship with the world isn't obvious sin. It's subtle idols, approval, success, comfort, control, things that quietly take God's place. The danger of half-truths. Half-truths are more dangerous than lies because they sound right, but lead wrong, and many modern teachings are built on half-truths. The loss of conviction. When truth is softened, conviction disappears, and without conviction, there is no transformation, only imitation. The call back to truth. This verse isn't just a warning, it's an invitation to return, to realign, to wake up, the moment of realization. There comes a moment when you see clearly, when excuses stop working, when truth becomes undeniable. This might be that moment. What you do next matters. Awareness isn't enough. You have to respond, because truth without action changes nothing. The narrow path. Jesus spoke of a narrow path, not popular, not easy, but real. And this verse points directly to it. The cost of following God, fully following God, completely will cost you comfort, approval, convenience, but what you gain is eternal. The decision most people avoid. Most people hear messages like this and move on because deciding means changing the truth about real faith. Real faith isn't passive, it's active. It chooses, it commits, it stands firm. The final confrontation. You cannot unhear this verse now, so the question becomes, what will you do with it? The internal struggle. Part of you may resist this. That's normal, because truth challenges comfort. The invitation to change this isn't condemnation, it's clarity, and clarity gives you a choice. The moment of decision right now, not tomorrow, not later, now. Where do you stand? The declaration. If you're ready to choose truth, don't stay silent. Type, I choose the truth. Make it real. The next step. This is just the beginning, because there are deeper layers that most people never uncover. And in the next video, we're going to expose something even more hidden. There is another verse connected to this one that reveals why so many believers stay stuck, even after hearing the truth. And once you see it, you'll understand why breaking free feels so difficult. Watch the next video, because what you don't see is what's controlling you.